All right, everybody, we are live to talk about autism. If you're an autism parent, if you may be autistic, or you just want to learn about autism, you're in the right place. Now, I am a little bit sick today. I've lost my voice, you guys. How am I supposed to do this live without a voice? I believe we've done over 100 days in a row, and today was almost the first day of these 100 days that I have not wanted to go live because I don't want everyone to have to listen to this voice. So I'm going to rely on you guys today. We're going to be doing more guests today, so you don't have to hear this voice. But this live stream is for people who want to learn about autism or who need a village because they may have autism or they may have a child diagnosed with autism. Please come on in. Let's have some good conversations here. If you're just coming in, let me know where you're from in the chat. I want to know. I want to get to know you guys. I'll do a quick introduction of myself. Hey, thanks, Sam. I feel great, guys, but I know it's unpleasant to listen to me, and so I'm going to be bringing more guests up today. So we're hearing from guests instead of just me. So, what state are you guys in? Washington, Indiana, or what country? If you're not in the U.S. So I'm in Utah. I'm an autism dad. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Michelle. No, I feel great, you guys. I really do. It's just the voice. It's a little painful to talk, but so we're gonna keep the stream a little bit shorter today, and we're gonna bring up more guests. But we're still gonna do the stream today. Hey, Steph's here in Utah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Saudi Arabia, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm in Utah, you guys. I'm an autism dad. I'm a board certified behavior analyst. I'm the CEO of a autism service provider company. What's your position on the C word and autism? Good question, Jack. I got to be careful about what things I say. I don't always know if I can say certain words. Hey, thank you, the real dog. Dabs, you're in Utah too? Very cool, very cool. I'm in Utah County. You know what? You need to talk to your doctor about that one. I don't have a strong opinion one way or the other. I'm not read on the research. I speak on things that I know the research about, and that's one that I don't know. All right, everybody. What are the signs of autism in young women? Okay, women tend to mask autism at a younger age. You guys, there's different societal pressures on boys and girls. That's a fact. There are different environmental factors, or it shows differently. There's different societal factors and pressures on girls versus boys. And so with girls, it can be harder to diagnose. With autism, we know 1 in 20 boys is diagnosed, and 1 in 70 girls are diagnosed. So, guys, I apologize. My voice is almost gone. I'm so sorry, everybody. But thank you for being here. Go ahead and from Alberta, Canada. That's wonderful. I've been to Lethbridge. I have family from there. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Go ahead and be putting those questions in the chat. And we're going to be doing more guests today. So I'm going to be accepting guest requests and talking to people. That way I don't have to talk as much today. I apologize, you guys. So go ahead, request up if you want to, if you have any questions about autism, request up. Why am I up here? Well, it's because I'm an autism dad. I'm very passionate about autism. I'm a board certified behavior analyst. I've worked with autistic people since 2013, and I'm a CEO of an autism support company. Lexi, as soon as you're at a point, request up, Lexi. I'm going to need you today if you're available, or Destiny, or Amy, or any of my regulars. If I have someone else that can be a voice, let me know. Oh, there we go. Lexi, how you doing?
Hey, doing good. How are you?
You know what? I feel great, but I sound terrible. And I just feel bad for all the people here that have to listen to this terrible voice today.
I heard you yesterday, kind of, and I was like, oh, maybe sounds like he's getting sick.
Yeah, Bible Kyle is asking, how do we cure autism? It's a good question, Kyle. Good question. What do you think about that one, Lexi? How do we cure autism?
Autism cannot be cured. It can be loved, it can be respected, it can be accepted. You can be educated in it. You can be advocate for it, but it's not the flu.
Yeah,
You can't get rid of it. You can't rub Bix on it. You can't take tea for it. You can't do anything about it. It is the way that your brain was developed in utero. And you can't fix a brain that was already developed. So the sooner that everybody starts understanding that it's not a disease that can be fixed, it's a narrow pathological way that your brain was developed, and is we can accept it and love it and help the people who have this disability, then the sooner we can get over this stigma of how do you fix autism.
yeah, yeah. Liver Rescue says you can cure. So you're actually wrong, Lexi, because Liver Rescue says so.
Oh,
That
well,
was a
I'm so
very
sorry. I
that was
trust
a
you,
very
bro.
thoughtful response by Liver Cure there. You guys, I do think it's harmful for us to have language about curing or reversing, or what are other things people say about autism? All the things that people say about reversing autism, we got to be careful about that because it does promote this idea that autism is a disease to be cured instead of a difference in a person. And all it is a difference, you guys. Um, all right. There's a theory that ADHD and autism develop because neurodiverse people are more alert in hunter gatherer. Yeah, so we do know that autism is genetic, that 80 to 90% genetic, and there are some environmental factors that can contribute to autism. Interesting theory there, Disaster. All right, let's see what else. I had a family who believed it was a spiritual curse, but I don't know. Everybody's different. You guys, that is probably the one that frustrates me the most when people think that you can pray away autism. That's coming from I'm a religious guy, okay? I pray, I go to church, but this idea that autism is a curse or any disability is a curse is pretty disgusting, to be honest. It's not something to be prayed away. Okay. Let's see here. You guys, we are at 1,200 likes. Be tapping that screen. I do have some autism news as soon as we get to 20,000 likes. I will go through the autism news of the day. And if anyone else wants to request up, we're going to have more conversations here. So Weave Peace, go ahead. We'll see if you can load in. We're going to be bringing more people in, and people can be asking questions about autism here. Hey, Weave, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Yourself?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. Where are you from?
Central New York, Utica.
Sorry, I can't hear you very well. I think there's some background noise there.
I'm
Can you?
stopping for a second. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. You're
Uh,
okay.
I'm from Utica, New York.
Oh, Utica, New York. Wonderful. What can we do for you today? Do you have thoughts on autism? Questions?
Yes. My nephew is full blown autistic. Like, can't speak, has
Yeah.
to wear a diaper all the time,
Yeah.
and there's no problems with it. Great kids. One thing that bothers me that I've been waiting to address is why do people on social media fake it and fake diagnostics for it?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good question. I understand the fear that a lot of people think that autism is trendy, and autism is a disability, right? Like you know this firsthand.
Yeah.
You're part of a village of your nephew who was on the spectrum who requires high supports. What we are seeing as well, though, that you have to recognize is that autism is severely underdiagnosed and has been for decades. that there wasn't the awareness about it. The definition of autism literally changed. So now there's not Asperger's anymore. There's not PDD, NOS. Those diagnoses lumped into autism. So yes, autism applies to your nephew who can't communicate, but autism also applies to the 40-year-old woman who has been masking her entire life, and having to work 10 times harder to understand the social norms in a situation. And their support needs are not the same, but one is just as valid as the other as a disability needing support. And so I think some of this is we got to understand it's not everyone faking, but there is a lot more talk about it because a lot of people are recognizing. In the chat, let me know. There's 250 people. If you were diagnosed by a psychologist with autism over the age of 18, put me in the chat. Let's see if there's some people in here that have experienced this. What do you think about that, Weave?
I think it's a great approach the way you're looking at it.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate. I've come across many pages where people claim it, but they don't have any support from the doctor.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have proof?
Yeah. Yeah, I disagree. I want to make that clear on this platform that I don't think people should say they're autistic unless they have a diagnosis. You can say that you suspect you're autistic, but go and get evaluated. Get clarity because maybe it's ADHD. And there's actually, medications that can support ADHD. Autism, it's good to know if you're autistic so that you can find a therapist that specializes it. But it's not an identity to claim before having a diagnosis. So, Weave, I think you're on with that point. So, thank you so much for coming up, Weave. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
All right, let's bring up the next person. Let's keep this conversation going, you guys, about autism. Again, I apologize, everyone, for the voice. I'm going to let Lexi talk more than me, hopefully. I apologize, Lexi. I kind of talked too much there, but it's hard to get me to stop talking. Let me introduce myself.
This about you.
What's that?
I said I know this about you, so I was like, okay, if he's ready, he'll call on me.
All right, you guys. A little bit of an intro about me before we bring up the next person is I'm an autism dad. Lexi's up here. She's an autism mom. And I've been going live for a couple months now, every day. If you're new here, make sure that you're following so that you can find us when we're live next. We go live every day. And if you get disconnected, I don't want you to not be able to find me. We're about spreading awareness. We're about dispelling misinformation. We're about building a village, you guys. I'm also a board-certified behavior analyst. I work with autistic people. I also run a company that supports autistic people. And as soon as we get to 20,000 likes, you guys be tapping that screen, we go through the autism news of the day. Let's bring up some of these next guests. And again, I am sick, everybody. I apologize. I've lost my voice, but I feel okay. It just sounds bad. Samantha, hello. Where are you from?
I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota. Wonderful. What question do you have for us today?
How would you suggest letting therapist's office know? So my daughter right now is struggling to accept therapy for her diagnosis. She had a therapist in the beginning that just completely.
We can't hear you very well. Are you connected directly to your phone?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Maybe try to talk directly into the mic there. Go ahead and try again. Thanks.
I'm turning it down a little. Is that better?
I think so.
Okay. So my daughter started with a therapist when she first got diagnosed with autism. The therapist just completely disappeared. One day we were supposed to have an appointment and we got a phone call saying she's no longer here. My daughter refused to see a therapist until this year. And now the offices are getting mad at me because I'm trying to let my daughter be in control of who she wants to see.
How old is your daughter?
She's going to be 14 this year.
She's going to be 14. When was she diagnosed with autism?
I think it was 4 years, so 10.
Okay. And is this like mental health therapy for like anxiety and depression or a different
Yeah, so
kind of therapy?
she was diagnosed with autism and severe anxiety and severe OCD.
Okay. Here's what you got to recognize is that this is your daughter, and
Right.
you are in charge of her care, and you are spot on that she needs to have a say. If she doesn't like a therapist, it's not going to go anywhere.
Right.
And so you are totally in the right to try to make that work. Now, I would say, like, you can shop around. You don't have to stay with the same company doing therapy. You have health insurance, right?
Yes.
And what do options look like in your area? Are there a lot of therapists available?
Oh, there are. The issue I'm having is the clinics want to choose who she sees.
What clinics? Like the therapist?
All the therapy offices that offer services for kids with autism and the anxiety OCD.
Well, here's what you ask them. You say, "Hey, we would be down to do a trial session with them, and if they don't click well, are you willing to let us see a different therapist?" And if they say no, you call the next clinic. That's
Yeah.
pretty standard. Therapists do allow that. Like, they have to be the right fit.
Yeah, I thought so too, because I've been doing therapy for 20 years now, and I've never came across the treatment, the way they're treating my daughter,
My
because I'm
guess
trying
is
to
it's
fight
one or
for
two
her.
bad clinics. Keep calling around. You're in
Okay.
the right here. Be validated. You're in the right. You got to find the right person for your daughter. Thank you so much, Samantha, for coming
Thank
up.
you.
I'm going to go ahead and bring someone else up.
Yep.
Hey, Colin, do you think that maybe you could turn down the mic for settings for the guests?
Oh,
Maybe that's why it kind of is like that.
your audio sounds perfect, Lexi. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Are there issues with Lexi's? I'm trying to. I don't know how I'd adjust just your. Now I could turn my mic volume down and then I might auto adjust. Let's see. All right, I turned mine down a little bit, and we'll see if that can help anything. All
Okay,
right, you
thank you.
guys, we're at 10,000 likes. Um, oh man, this is a rough one, you guys. Today, my voice is going further and further. If you want to come up and talk to Lexi, request up. Lexi's gonna be talking to you guys. All right. I'm gonna bring a few people up. Is what we're gonna do. And
Brooklyn wants to know if you need a cough drop.
oh, that'd be
Hi,
great,
this is
Brooklyn.
Logan. So here's my situation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm echoing. Hold on. Let me. Oh, don't like that. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah. All right. How about everyone introduces themselves? I brought a few people up. Tell us where you're from, what connects you to the autism world, and we'll go from there. Evelyn, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Evelyn from South Florida.
Hey,
I got
Evelyn.
diagnosed at the age of 30.
Oh my goodness, that's great. That's so cool. LC, what about you? What connects you to autism, and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Elsie, but that's just my username. I go by Amanda.
Amanda.
I
Great.
was diagnosed at 28 and I'm currently 32 years old.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, very cool, you guys. Um, well, what questions or thoughts do you guys have? Go ahead, either one of you guys, if you want to get us started.
Evelyn, if you want to go first.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to know what are some key characteristics or symptoms that you can kind of differentiate between autistic burnout and like depression?
That's a good question. Are you experiencing some of that?
I started taking like multivitamin just in case I'm like lacking something, but there's times where like I'll do a lot in one day socially and just in general, and then the next day I'm like in my bed all day type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just I don't know, trying to figure out like I'm starting with my multivitamin and gonna go to the doctor, but I want to know like maybe if there's a way to kind of differentiate between those two,
Yeah, yeah,
which it could be both.
yeah. Okay. Um, so autistic burnout typically comes from overwhelming stimuli or masking, and depression occurs regardless of the environment. And so there's a lot of overlap in what it looks like, but you have to look more at like in what situations are you feeling that way? Is it like some days are worse than others and it comes as a result of masking or overwhelming environments? Are you wanting to engage and do things, but you just can't? That's a sign of burnout. As opposed to depression is more of you don't have a desire to do those things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a lot I want to do, but it's just like not getting out of bed to do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a
And it,
lot
it
that
doesn't
you,
Sometimes
happen
with
all the time.
yeah.
It's like I said, like when I do something, a lot of things in one day, then the next day it feels like I can't get out of bed.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Are you seeing if?
sometimes
Go ahead,
what
Lexi.
sorry, sometimes what helps my kid is downtime throughout the day. That might be something that might help you too if it's like the autistic burnout side, um, where you get that space with, for example, it can be something like sitting in a room, a dark room where there's not a lot of distractions and things like that, that can help you manage the burnout aspect of it. The depression part is separate, and that needs, of course, its own separate medical diagnosis. And I heard you say that you're going to see a medical professional, so we strongly suggest that. Um, but for your, since you already have an autism diagnosis, that might be something that could help you ease that burnout throughout the day, whether it be 10 or 15 minutes of just sitting in a nice, cool room or warm room or whatever you're more comfortable with. Um, no lights, no distractions, no anything. And just if you are like a sensory seeking person who seeks pressure, which is my son's, you know, um, thing. He loves sensory seeking. So he loves pressure. So usually I'll give him like the weighted blanket and just kind of put it over him. Those kinds of things can help you throughout the day to manage burnout if what you're feeling is burnout, not depression.
I I want to emphasize it is so important. Thank you, Lexi, for sharing some of that. It is so important to
Mhm.
differentiate between depression and burnout because what causes burnout is having too much sensory input or too much masking. And the solution is you need to do less. You need to take it easier on yourself. You need to put yourself in situations with more accommodations so that you're not overwhelming yourself. Depression is kind of the opposite, that the way that you treat depression is forcing yourself to get out and do more and break the vicious cycle that depression is. And so you need to look at, am I experiencing feeling like there's too much and I'm overwhelmed by all that there is? And, or are you feeling like you're simply unmotivated to do it? So burnout is everything is too much. Depression is nothing feels worth doing.
Thank you.
Of course.
Might be a little bit of both,
Well, let me, yeah,
unfortunately.
it could be. Evelyn, you've gone through this. You're an adult. We get a lot of people on these lives who are not officially diagnosed. I'm curious. Now that you know that you're autistic, what advice would you give to someone who was maybe where you were a few years ago?
Um, I saw a lot of people talking about the affordability of the diagnosis, and I did it with Prosper Health, which is like an online 2-day evaluation. Um, so that's also something to look into.
Yeah.
Um, if it's something that you've always wanted to kind of know, it's worth it. just because you can dive into like the community and feel more supported emotionally. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Evelyn, for coming up and sharing that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop, and we'll keep talking to LC. Okay. Thank you, Evelyn.
Hi. A little bit more background about my mom is also a BA,
Oh wow.
and my whole life was autism, even before diagnosed.
Whoa.
Sorry, there's an echo in my ear, so it's kind of hard to talk.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Um,
You sound great on
but
our end. There's no echo, but that's hard to talk like that.
yeah, so I guess it was really hard for me not having a mom that diagnoses children and not being seen until very much later on in life. And because I am lower needs, um, it can be difficult to even feel like I'm autistic.
Yeah.
It almost feels like imposter syndrome because I've been, I have jobs, I drive, I have friends, but there's just so much difficulty.
Yeah. Yeah. What you're feeling is it's pretty normal, and it's a result of our system calling such a wide variety of concerns autism. That autism can look very different. It's such a broad spectrum, and where you have lower support needs across all the domains of autism, it sounds like you almost feel like, hey, am I really autistic? I want you to don't even worry about like that. That is such a valid thing that you're worrying about, but it also puts your focus on the wrong thing. Tell me about why you decided to go and get a evaluation for autism.
Oh goodness. I had been in therapy my whole entire life. There was many emotional issues. I was the kid that got pulled out of elementary school and included like the school therapy, and there was just no solutions.
Yeah,
And it was diagnosis after diagnosis, and instead of coupling all of them together and kind of figuring out how they were codependent on each other, it just kind of was all individual. I finally sat down with my mom and said, we know there's something different about me. I want an answer. I want
you want clarity.
something definitive.
Yeah, yeah,
And then after that diagnosis, I will say, like, my understanding of self, just to advocate for a lot of other people in the chat that are late diagnosed, it was life changing in great ways. I do still have imposter syndrome, but just the way I handle myself and reaction is just you're able to give yourself grace after you understand that. And I
yeah,
also just because all the other people with autism also have cofactors. I suffer from PTSD, depression, and anxiety, and all of that was also uncovered through my autism diagnosis.
yeah, yeah. Oh, did you say you're also diagnosed ADHD?
So no, sorry, PTSD.
Oh, PTSD.
I originally went in for an ADHD diagnosis because I truly thought I did not meet the requirements
Mm-hmm.
to be autistic, and I actually tested negative for ADHD and
Wow.
just autistic.
Wow. Okay. Well, look, a lot of people almost have like an identity crisis after being late diagnosed, thinking, okay, like, does this define who I am? And also, am I masking who I really am? And who is the real me without the mask going on? Have you experienced some of that identity crisis?
Yes, um, in the beginning, it was so I've just felt lost,
Yeah.
but now being several years into it, I just find it easier. Um, Being nice to my inner child. That
Yeah.
is what truly connected it. I am
Yeah.
full of whimsy. I craft. I do everything that little autistic Amanda would have liked to do.
And not feel like you have to pretend to not enjoy that, pretend to not have that interest, or pretend to not act that certain way. That's beautiful, Elsie. Look, you don't have to fit a mold of what the world thinks autism is. Your experience of autism is valid, Elsie, and it's enough. It doesn't have to be different. You don't have to fit any kind of mold. It is valid exactly how you are experiencing it. Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you for letting me have the time to speak. And I hope that someone else in the chat can relate. And don't give up. Advocate for yourself. Be nice to yourself. Truly.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Elsie. All right. Have a good one.
You as well. Thank you.
All right, you guys. I appreciate all the support today. I am dying. My voice hurts so bad, and I think I'm gonna call it and just say it's a short day and go rest. And tomorrow I'll be back to normal. I am so sorry, guys. My voice is completely shot, and I feel it going worse and worse. So I apologize, you
Yeah, as
guys.
the live keeps going, your voice keeps getting worse and worse. I was gonna tell you,
I
go
want to be
drink
up
some
here though. This is
tea.
so fun.
Yeah, it is very fun, but not when your voice is impeding you. So I would suggest go drink some tea, relax your
Yeah.
voice. It's hard when you have autistic kids, but I'm pretty sure Brooklyn will have no problem helping you.
Yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be okay, guys. But look, what I want to say here is make sure that you're following. Tomorrow I will be back. I will feel better, guys. I don't know what it is. It's just my voice is the only thing that's wrong right now. So please, please, please hit the follow so that you can see when we go live tomorrow. We usually go live around noon Eastern time, and yeah, we will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you all.
Do you
Sorry for
think
the
we could
short.
do the autism news of the day?
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can do that fast. We are really close to getting to 20,000. So let's do it. We're close enough. All right, you guys. The autism news of the day. Don't go anywhere yet, you guys. We're doing the autism news of the day. Please stick around. We have a story that was just published yesterday that a 25-year-old 25-year-old man with autism in Missouri, who was a twin, eloped from his house, you guys. Oh, man. And he climbed up furniture, climbed out an open window. The mom noticed it, called emergency responders. And unfortunately, the man wandered onto a busy road, was struck by a bus, and passed away. Now, the reason I don't usually share negative news on here, you guys, and I've shared some of eloping, and typically how this ends is drowning when it hits the news. Drowning is the leading cause of unaliving of children diagnosed with autism. But there's a couple things we can learn from this. One, it doesn't always end in childhood. I work every day with adults who have high support needs with autism, who run away, and they estimate about 25% of cases of autism are labeled as profound autism, where they need lifelong support. And these needs of protecting people with autism, it doesn't end in childhood. And it breaks my heart. So adults can still be impacted. The second thing is drowning isn't the only concern that we need to have. There are a lot of dangers when children are, or people who have high support needs are unsupervised and alone. And traffic is one of those things. So please just take this as an extra caution of if you are a parent of a child who's autistic, look at your windows, look at your doors, and do whatever you can to secure your space. This includes locks, alarms, watches, and devices that can track your child. Do everything you can if your child is a wanderer or elopes. Terrifying, you guys. Terrifying. Please be careful. All right, everybody.
Now it's time to end the live. Stop reading the messages. I can see you.
But I want to keep talking, Lexi.
Oh, you need to rest your voice.
All right, you guys. Sorry for the short live, everybody. And we're going to be back tomorrow with a full voice, having rested for a whole day. And I won't talk anymore, you guys. Thank you all for being here. Love you all. Thank you. Lexi, thanks for coming up and helping me.